Did you know that taking vitamin D3 without the right balance of magnesium and vitamin K2 can increase your risk of heart disease, kidney problems, and weak bones? Yes, the very supplements most seniors take to improve their health could be silently causing harm. That's not a theory. It's backed by research. You see, as we age, doctors often recommend these three nutrients: vitamin D3 for bones and immunity, magnesium for muscle and nerve health, and vitamin K2 to guide calcium into the right places. But here's the catch. When taken incorrectly, they can backfire. Most seniors don't know this. They buy supplements over the counter, see ads online, and think more is better. That's not true. In fact, too much of one nutrient without the others can create serious imbalances in the body. Let's talk about vitamin D3 first. It's one of the most recommended supplements for people over 50. Why? Because it helps your body absorb calcium from the food you eat. That sounds great. But here's where it gets dangerous. If you take vitamin D3 alone and your vitamin K2 levels are low, the calcium doesn't go to your bones. It starts building up in your arteries. This is called arterial calcification. It's a condition where your blood vessels harden because they're being filled with calcium. This can raise your blood pressure, strain your heart, and lead to strokes or heart attacks. A study published in the journal Nutrients in 2019 clearly showed that without enough K2, the calcium absorbed through D3 ends up in the wrong places. You're taking supplements to protect your bones, but you might be damaging your heart. That's scary. And it gets worse. Because K2 isn't just a companion to D3, it's the traffic director. It tells the calcium, go to the bones, not the arteries or kidneys. Without that direction, your body is confused. This is why many seniors who take high doses of D3 over time may start to experience fatigue, chest pain, or even kidney stones. And it's not just a theory. There are thousands of reported cases where improper supplementation led to soft tissue calcification. And let's not forget the kidneys. Too much calcium floating around in your blood without a place to go can start depositing in your kidneys. This leads to stones, painful stones. So now you may think, okay, I'll just take K2 with D3. Problem solved, right? Not quite, because there's another missing piece of the puzzle: magnesium. It's often overlooked, but it's just as critical. Magnesium activates vitamin D3 in your body. Without enough magnesium, your D3 supplement can stay inactive. It's like turning the key in your car without any gas in the tank. Nothing happens. Worse, if you take high doses of D3 without enough magnesium, your magnesium levels can drop even more. That leads to muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, constipation, and brain fog. A deficiency in magnesium also weakens your bones. Wait, what? Yes. Magnesium is needed to convert vitamin D into its active form. It also helps regulate calcium transport. It's involved in over 300 processes in the body. And yet, more than 60% of people over 60 are deficient in it. Why? Because our modern diet is low in magnesium. Most of our food is processed. We don't eat enough seeds, nuts, leafy greens, or whole grains. And we drink coffee, tea, or take medications that flush magnesium out. Even diuretics and some blood pressure meds deplete magnesium levels. Now think about this. You're low on magnesium. You start taking D3. D3 starts pulling in more calcium. But magnesium isn't there to help balance it. The result? More calcium buildup, more stress on your heart, and more pain in your joints. It's a silent chain reaction. And most doctors don't explain this unless you ask. Supplement companies surely don't. They want to sell more pills. They'll promote high-dose vitamin D3, but forget to tell you about the supporting cast. They won't mention that if you take these nutrients out of balance, you might cause long-term damage. Now, let's talk about the forms of these vitamins. Because not all supplements are created equal. For vitamin D, you need D3, not D2. D3, or cholecalciferol, is the form your body naturally makes from sunlight. D2 is less effective, yet some cheaper brands still use D2. That's a problem. For K2, the best form is MK7. It's the long-acting version. It stays in your body longer and works more effectively at keeping calcium out of your arteries. MK4 is another version, but it gets flushed out quickly. Again, many products don't label this clearly. Always check. And for magnesium, the type matters even more. Magnesium oxide is the cheapest and most common, but it's poorly absorbed and often causes diarrhea. The better forms are magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, and magnesium malate. These are more bioavailable and gentler on the stomach. So now let's look at a common situation. A senior named Raj is 68. He takes 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily because his doctor told him his levels were low. He doesn't take K2. He doesn't take magnesium. He eats a low-fiber diet and drinks 3 cups of tea daily. 2 months later, Raj starts getting leg cramps at night. He feels tired. His blood pressure is slightly higher. His blood tests show elevated calcium, but his bones still feel weak. What happened? He triggered an imbalance. His body absorbed more calcium thanks to the D3. But without magnesium and K2, that calcium had nowhere safe to go. It ended up floating in his blood. His muscles lacked magnesium to relax properly. His bones didn't get the full benefit. That's a real scenario, and it's happening all over the world. Seniors want to do the right thing. They buy what seems healthy, but they're not told the whole story. And that's why this video is so important. You need to understand the synergy between these nutrients. It's not about one vitamin. It's about how they work together. Vitamin D3 opens the door for calcium. Magnesium activates D3 and regulates calcium. K2 guides calcium to your bones. All three are needed. If you remove one, the whole system collapses. So what should you do? First, stop taking any of these in isolation. If your supplement has just D3, be cautious. If you're not getting enough magnesium or K2, don't continue blindly. Second, ask your doctor for a blood test. Check your D3 levels. Ask for a magnesium RBC test. It's more accurate than a regular serum magnesium test. And discuss your medication list. Some drugs deplete these nutrients. Others might interact with supplements, especially blood thinners like warfarin. These don't go well with K2. Third, check your diet. Are you eating foods rich in magnesium like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocados? Are you getting natural K2 from fermented foods like natto or aged cheeses? Are you getting 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight in the morning? These habits help reduce your dependency on pills. Finally, understand that more is not better. Some influencers promote megadoses, 10,000 IU of D3 per day, or massive magnesium powders. That can hurt you. For most seniors, 800 to 2,000 IU of D3 is enough. 200 to 350 milligrams of magnesium daily is safe. And 90 to 120 micrograms of K2MK7 is effective. Always take D3 and K2 with a fat-containing meal. They're fat-soluble and absorb better this way. Take magnesium at night. It calms the nervous system and helps you sleep. It also reduces nighttime leg cramps. You don't have to fear supplements, but you must respect them. They're not candy. They are tools. And like any tool, if used the wrong way, they can hurt you. But used correctly, they can rebuild your strength, improve your mobility, reduce pain, and protect your heart. You don't need to stop taking D3 magnesium or K2. You just need to start taking them wisely. And the moment you do, you'll feel the difference. You'll sleep better, move better, and most importantly, you'll stop living in fear of falls, fractures, or fatigue. That's what we all want, right? To age with grace, not fear. To live with energy, not exhaustion. To feel confident, not confused about what we're putting into our bodies. This is why understanding the connection between nutrients is so powerful. It gives you control, and it protects you from common mistakes that are robbing seniors of their health every single day. So next time you hold that vitamin D bottle in your hand, ask yourself, am I giving my body the whole team or just one lonely player? Because teamwork is what keeps your bones strong, your arteries clean, your muscles relaxed, and your heart beating steady. Now that you understand the risks of taking magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 without knowing how they interact, let's shift into what you should actually do. Don't panic. This part is all about correcting the mistakes. It's about using these nutrients the right way to help your bones, muscles, heart, and brain work better together. The first thing you need to know is that timing and combination matter more than the quantity. Let's start with building a safe daily routine. In the morning, take your vitamin D3 along with vitamin K2 and a healthy meal that contains fat. That's important. These vitamins are fat-soluble. If you take them on an empty stomach or with low-fat food, your body won't absorb them properly. Add something like eggs, avocado, or olive oil to breakfast. That helps. You don't need high doses of D3 unless your doctor told you otherwise. For most people over 60, 1,000 to 2,000 IU of D3 is plenty. It supports calcium absorption without overloading your system. Pair it with 90 to 120 micrograms of vitamin K2, but make sure it's the MK7 form. That's the long-acting one. MK4 is okay too, but it leaves your system too fast. MK7 stays in the blood longer and does a better job at directing calcium into your bones and teeth. It also keeps it out of your arteries, heart, and kidneys. If your supplement doesn't say which form of K2 it uses, don't buy it. Clear labeling is a sign of quality. Now let's talk magnesium. This should be taken in the evening, ideally after dinner. Why? Because magnesium helps relax your muscles and nerves. It supports sleep, and it reduces nighttime leg cramps. It also helps balance calcium and activates vitamin D. Without magnesium, D3 cannot be converted to its active form. That means even if you're taking enough D3, your body may not be able to use it unless magnesium is present. So magnesium is not optional, it's essential. But again, type matters. Avoid magnesium oxide. It has poor absorption and may cause diarrhea. Instead, look for magnesium glycinate, citrate, or malate. These are better absorbed and gentler on the stomach. A daily dose of 200 to 350 milligrams is enough for most seniors. Don't go beyond that unless your doctor suggests it. High magnesium levels can cause low blood pressure, nausea, or heart issues. Start slow. Now here's the big picture. You take D3 and K2 in the morning with breakfast. You take magnesium at night with or after dinner. This routine supports your bones during the day and your muscles at night. It balances your system. But there's more. You also need to eat foods that support these nutrients naturally. Supplements are helpful, but they're not a substitute for real food. So let's look at your kitchen. For vitamin D3, include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines twice a week. Eat egg yolks. Drink fortified plant milks. If you enjoy mushrooms, pick ones exposed to sunlight like Maytake or UV-treated varieties. Also, get 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight in the early morning. That helps your skin produce D3 naturally. Now for vitamin K2, this one is harder to get from food, but it's possible. Fermented foods are the best sources. Natto is the highest source, though its taste may take getting used to. Aged cheeses like Gouda and Edam are good. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens are rich in K2. So is liver, especially from grass-fed animals. Now let's support magnesium. Eat a handful of pumpkin seeds daily. Add almonds and walnuts to your snacks. Cook spinach or Swiss chard. Eat bananas. Add black beans to your salads. Even dark chocolate has magnesium. But choose high cocoa, low-sugar varieties. Avocados are fantastic. They have both magnesium and healthy fats. With all these foods, you're not just adding nutrients. You're improving digestion, reducing inflammation, and giving your body what it truly understands: real nourishment. Now let's move into something most people miss: medications. Are you on diuretics, blood pressure pills, antacids? These drugs can deplete magnesium and sometimes interfere with calcium metabolism. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, be extra careful with vitamin K2. It may interfere with your medication. Always tell your doctor before adding K2. If you take medications that flush out magnesium, consider increasing your dietary intake or adjusting supplements under supervision. Let's talk testing. Many seniors never check their nutrient levels. That's risky. Ask your doctor for a vitamin D test. Levels should be between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter. More than that isn't always better. Very high levels may raise calcium and stress your kidneys. For magnesium, ask for an RBC magnesium test, not just serum magnesium. It gives a clearer picture of what's inside your cells. You can also check calcium and parathyroid hormone PTH2. See if your body is handling D3 properly. These tests help prevent overdoses and deficiencies. Now let's build a sample daily plan based on all this. Wake up. Drink a glass of warm lemon water to activate digestion. Eat breakfast with 2 eggs, sautéed spinach, and half an avocado. Take your vitamin D3 and K2 supplement with this meal. Go for a short walk in the morning sunlight. That adds natural D3 and supports circulation. Mid-morning, snack on a handful of pumpkin seeds or almonds. Lunch can be a bean salad with olive oil dressing. Add fermented pickles or cheese for natural K2. Take a short walk after meals to support digestion. In the evening, eat a light meal with steamed veggies, a portion of salmon or chicken, and a slice of sweet potato. After dinner, take your magnesium glycinate supplement. Before bed, stretch gently. Breathe deeply. Magnesium calms your nerves. You'll sleep better. This plan is simple, affordable, and supports long-term bone and heart health. Now let's go deeper. What happens when you follow this properly? Within weeks, your sleep improves. Muscle cramps reduce. Your energy increases. Blood pressure may stabilize. Your bones feel stronger. Many seniors say their knees hurt less. They breathe easier. Some even report less anxiety and better mood. That's the power of nutrients working in harmony. It's not about high doses. It's about balance. And with this balance, you protect yourself from common aging problems: osteoporosis, fractures, falls, and fatigue. Now let's address a few myths. Some people say, "I don't need supplements if I eat well." That's partly true. But as we age, digestion slows, stomach acid drops, absorption becomes less efficient, medications interfere, stress depletes nutrients faster. So yes, food comes first, but supplements can help fill the gaps. Another myth is that more is better. Not true. Too much D3 can raise calcium and cause kidney stones. Too much magnesium can cause diarrhea and slow your heartbeat. Too much K2 can interfere with medications. Always follow safe dosages. A third myth is that all supplements are the same. Also false. Cheap brands may contain fillers, poor forms, or contaminated ingredients. Look for third-party tested brands. Look for clean labels. Avoid products with artificial dyes or preservatives. Quality matters. So, what should you remember? Take D3 with K2. Take magnesium at night. Eat nutrient-dense foods. Avoid megadoses. Get tested. Stay informed. This trio, when used wisely, can protect your bones, improve your strength, support your heart, and even reduce your risk of falls and fractures. Seniors who get this right often report a dramatic improvement in daily function. They stand taller. They walk more. They rely less on pain meds. They feel younger. That's not hype. That's what balance does. So don't fear these supplements. Just respect them. Learn how they work. Understand their synergy. Take them at the right time, in the right form, with the right food. And always keep your doctor in the loop. That's the safe and smart way forward. Let's wrap this up with a message of encouragement. You have the power to strengthen your body, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. You're not too old. It's not too late. You just need the right information and the right actions. What you learned today can change your life. Not in 10 years, but this month. Start small. Swap your old supplements for better ones. Add spinach and seeds to your meals. Go for morning sunlight. Take magnesium before bed. These simple steps can help you sleep better, move easier, and feel stronger. And when you feel better, you live better. You walk with confidence. You smile more. You connect more. That's real health. So please don't ignore this advice. Don't assume it's just another video. This is your health, your independence, your vitality, and you deserve to protect it. If you found this helpful, please like the video and share it with others who may be struggling. Leave a comment below. Are you taking D3, K2, or magnesium? Has this opened your eyes? Let's start a conversation. And don't forget to subscribe. We release weekly senior health tips that are science-backed, natural, and easy to follow. Because aging should never mean giving up. It should mean living smarter. You've got this.